Social responsibility is of two types. First is CSR. CSR stands for Corporate Social Responsibility. And the other type of social responsibility is individual social responsibility. Before proceeding further, we would like to make this concept of CSR clear with the help of few photographs. In this first picture, you can see that polluted water is coming out of some factory. This polluted water is causing a lot of pollution in the water bodies, which may be river or lake. In the second picture, you can see that air pollution is being caused by many factories. Do you think that this type of pollution, whether it is air pollution or water pollution, is beneficial for the mankind? No. This type of pollution, whether it is air pollution, water pollution, it is causing a lot of harm to not only the human beings, but it is also harmful for the animals and plants as well as the aquatic animals which are living in the sea or waters. Here you can see that the child labor is being employed in many factories. All these pictures show that the human nature is mainly motivated by the profit only. It is no longer concerned with the welfare of the mankind. In this picture, you can see that a large number of workers are working in a under the single roof. That is, the working conditions are not proper. Even if someone has some type of infection, all other persons will get infected, and there will be a lot of problem in the families of all those. So in the next picture, you will see that this is a news item appearing in some newspaper, which says that adulterated ghee floods market. That is, some organizations or individuals are selling adulterated ghee in the market. Adulterated ghee is the ghee which is not made of milk, but it has the mixture of crushed bones, palm oil, animal fat, which is harmful for the society. From all these pictures, you can see that the ultimate motive of all these types of, whether it is pollution or child labor or working conditions are not proper or adulterated products are being flooded in the market, the main motive of some of the persons or organizations is only to earn profit. They do not care for the welfare of the society in any manner. You From the next picture, you can see that someone is driving the car. He has taken the cold drink and eaten some chips, and he has thrown off the empty bottle outside his car, and also the packet containing the chips has been thrown out. That is, all these types of waste material will ultimately result into a lot of garbage on the public, and it may also cause harm to any of the two wheeler which may be coming on the road. You can also see that whenever there is a traffic jam, some persons like to place their hand only on the horn. There is also tendency on the part of some individuals that whenever they purchase some new car, they would like to make show off in the public. These types of noise pollution is also harmful for the general public, especially when we pass through a nearby a hospital. So from these pictures, you can see that in some areas we lack social responsibility. That is, we do not care for the society. We are only concerned with our own entertainment, with our only cleanliness in our car, or making show off in the public. So we do not care for the society welfare or for the environment. Here you can see that we are causing a lot of harm to the environment by creating waste, by not placing the waste at the proper place. We are also causing a lot of deforestation. We are not taking care of the plants and animals, which is ultimately proving harmful for the society and the environment.
Next, now let us understand what is the meaning of social responsibility. Social responsibility is a moral obligation on a company or an individual to take decisions or actions that are in the best interest of the society and environment as a whole. In other words, the organization or individual should see that its or his decisions or actions do not adversely affect the society and environment. Social responsibility deals with the basic idea of giving back to society and contributing to its betterment. In general, social responsibility is more effective when a company takes it on voluntarily instead of waiting for the government to require them to do so through regulation. So far as scope of social responsibility is concerned, its scope is very wide. It can take different forms. For example, people avoiding plastic uses is a simple and effective step towards protecting the environment. Switching to renewable energy sources is another way of implementing activities which benefits the society. The entity can work towards its growth and profitability, but parallelly, it should work to uplift the whole society. It should carefully evaluate the impact of its action on society and the environment. As already told that social responsibility is of two types: corporate social responsibility and individual social responsibility. First, we will discuss what is corporate social responsibility. There is no clear cut definition of what CSR comprises. Every company has different CSR objectives, though the main motive is the same. Social responsibility in business is commonly known as corporate social responsibility or CSR. Corporate social responsibility or CSR is defined as the continuing commitment by business to behave ethically, to contribute to economic development, and take actions or decisions which are in the best interest of the society and environment as a whole. Corporate social responsibility refers to the self imposed responsibility of companies to society in areas such as the environment, the economy, employee well being, and competition ethics. Corporate social responsibility means responsible corporate behavior. It is a kind of self regulation, discipline, and societal duty that every business and corporation should follow, irrespective of its field of operation. The law is not made for every situation, so the business should take social responsibilities. Businessmen should see if any type of activity is causing harm to society. The businesses should themselves take corrective steps rather than waiting for any government or social team to come and correct them. Evidence suggests that CSR adopted voluntarily by companies is more effective than CSR mandated by governments. Some people argue that government should not interfere in the activities of the business organizations, but government interference is often necessary if the company ignores its ethical standards and takes socially irresponsible actions, such as disregarding environmental regulations to increase profitability. Some businesses will adopt CSR policies and practices because of the ethical beliefs of senior management. For example, the CEO of outdoor apparel company Patagonia Incorporated argues that harming the environment is ethically objectionable. Now, a big question arises whether the companies can ignore CSR activities. These days, large companies cannot afford to ignore CSR. CSR initiatives may be performed by a business development or public relations department of an organization or may be a separate unit reporting to the CEO or the board of directors. Companies with CSR activities usually have a CSR manager or coordinator to manage CSR activities. Some employ CSR specialists. CSR should not be considered an expenditure but an investment for better long lasting gains. So far, we have discussed in detail the meaning of corporate social responsibility. Now, let us understand the meaning of individual social responsibility. Individual social responsibility is abbreviated as ISR, which means the responsibility at individual level to act in the manner which is in the interest of the society and environment as well. ISR includes volunteering time, donating money to charities and NGOs, and standing up for the issues which are in conflict with the environment or betterment of society. Now, we will discuss the different areas of corporate social responsibility. Number one, corporate social responsibility towards shareholders. The organization has to properly utilize resources so that value of capital investment is maximized. It has the responsibility to provide fair and regular return on investment in terms of dividend. The organization has the responsibility to provide regular and correct information of financial and other transactions to the shareholders. Number two, CSR towards customers. The organization has the responsibility to provide good quality products at reasonable price to the customers. It has to ensure that there is truthful advertising. Number third, CSR towards employees. The organization has a responsibility to provide fair wages and favorable working conditions to its employees. Further, the organization has to ensure that there is no discrimination between employees on the basis of gender. Gender equality means eradication of gender pay gap, similar training to all, strict company policies prohibiting sexual harassment and power abuse. Number four, CSR towards public. The company has the responsibility to take steps to control pollution and to take initiative for social welfare in the fields like education, health, etc. Next, CSR towards government. The organization has the responsibility to pay taxes, income tax, customs duty, etc. to the government honestly and regularly and to follow the government rules, regulations, and laws.
We may inform you that we have already uploaded many courses such as time management tips, how to manage stress, forms of business organizations, present tense, past tense, future tense. Good communication skills are the key to success. DBMS, cybersecurity, most common mistakes in English grammar, and many other courses. You can see the same on YouTube, on our own website, and many other websites. Thanks for watching. If you like our course, please spare some time to give a star rating to our course.